Hello, welcome back to another episode. In this episode, I'm visiting a new permission. It's an old dairy farm. It's actually derelict as it is right now. It's a good few acres in total. I'm not sure exactly how many. But here's a brief overview of some of the main general area. Now the plan were, I know there's a big hare population on this permission. I thought I'd target a few of them. So I arrived just after first light. The first thing to do is get myself prepared and get my kit ready. So after getting myself together, I decided to have a good wander and stalk around fields. As I suggested, I'm looking for a couple of hares for pot. But main purpose of today is to have a good walk and get to learn lay of land, start getting familiarised with things and work out where everything likes to frequent, and that'll give me information that I need for further sessions. Unfortunately, I didn't get lucky with any hares. I did see quite a few, stalked into a few. This was the closest I got. There's an area just in front of this gate. I got my rifle up on shooting sticks. You can see it's just gone underneath. It passes through, and that's the last time I saw that one. I had a good walk, scoured all fields. Like I say, I probably saw a dozen hares, so I know they're there. And now I've got an idea of where they like to be. I should have some successful hunts going forward. And on this permission, there's small patches of woodland. There's some small belts like this one that I'm just stalking my way through. And then one area permission, there's quite a large piece of woodland I'm quite excited about, and you'll see the reasons why later on in the video. The tactics I'm employing are called stop and stalk. So essentially all you're doing is moving 5 or 6 yards, stopping, pausing, taking in what's going around you. And you're looking for telltale signs in tree, just like this. It's always nice to get your first wood eating bag, or any quarry for that matter. It was a lovely morning. It was brisk, it was nice and cool. Quite breezy as well. The idea on this particular morning was to just walk the exterior or the perimeter of the permission, get to know boundaries, get to know where I could go and where I couldn't. I did quite a few miles over this morning. I probably think somewhere in the region of 5 or 6 miles on foot. So it's always nice to take 5 minutes, have a coffee, recharge yourself and get ready for another little wander through what is some absolutely beautiful countryside. I'm in middle of nowhere. I'm on top of hills. Some absolutely outstanding landscapes. And like I mentioned before, some nice little patches of woodland just to wander through really. And this area is a really extensive rabbit warren, which is really pleasing because of my main rabbit perm. It got decimated by a mixer about 18 months ago. So it's nice to find a pocket of rabbits somewhere else. I'll harvest a few of these for freezer. A few scrapings. I saw a sign like this all the way through this woodland. So I know they're around. I know it's an active warren. A little bit further into the wood and I catch another woody just sunning itself in the treetop. It's another one in bag. So that's my second woody. And while I'm walking round, just enjoying these views and beauty of the place that I'm in, I consider that a successful session already. I'm gleaning information. I've managed to get a couple in bag, which is just an added bonus. It's always nice just to take a bit of time and just reflect on how morning's going really. So about halfway through this woodland, I decided to just sit and wait and see what's happening around me. You know, I might see some crows flying into a certain tree, might see some woodies that like a patch of woodland. All these little things will stick in my mind and it'll identify areas where I need to be for future sessions. I sat in this spot for about half an hour and I'm thinking about two woodies that I've bagged and how pleased I am to have some new land to wander around and some new challenges in front of me. What I did notice when I was walking through woodland is some squirrels. So that as a bonus for me. So what I'm thinking now is this could be a prime site for a feeder. Now for you that watch my videos regular, you know I like building hides. And that's my usual form fronting. I like to do my observation work, my recon work, and site myself in an area where I know there's going to be activity. When I was younger, I'm probably a bit fitter if I'm being honest. I did a lot of stalking, a lot of walking. This permission and another one that I've got gives me that opportunity, so you're probably going to see me on foot a little bit more throughout this year. I'll be targeting squirrels, doing a bit of free hunting, and targeting rabbits, stalking. I've got plans as well for later in this year to start rebuilding all my hides, relocate a few new ones. So it's been nice to get out on foot and have a stalk around, check out this permission. I did manage to catch this grey squirrel out. A freestanding shot, tucked it in just behind shoulder. This squirrel did jump, ran for about, I'd say 15 yards, but I followed it closely. I just ran to it right there where I shot it. You can see it just in distance as I'm approaching. And it were a nice clean kill. Well, keep tuned, keep watching. You're going to see a lot more of this permission, and hopefully my rabbit permission. It's 18 months now since Mixie took hold, and I'm sure by end of this summer, there should be some rabbits back on that permission. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to rebuild all my hides. My plan is I'm going to really target corvids again this winter. I'm going to get back to my roots, what I really enjoy doing. But I need to swap up a few locations because they've got used to me in certain areas. I need to outwit them and get back on them. So I'll take you along for a ride when I build these new hides. I'll show you what I'm doing. And hopefully you carry on supporting me. I'll see you through the rest of this year, into winter, and we'll get on them corvids. Once again, thanks for the support and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.